There we go. This game is not suitable for children who those are easily disturbed. Alright. New game. Here we go. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me in the distance, waving her arms like in the air like she totally obsessed. Obviously, and any attention might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we are children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it's the kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after like this, I almost feel better off running away. That's crazy. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk. Let's say they already catch up to me. Ha ha. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe... Okay, well, I can't change the name, but it's my real name, by the way, people. Hey, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. It's not mean. Well, if people stare at you like for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the streets, become increasingly speckled with other students making her daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I did? I'm sure that's possible. I did. In one of our many conversations, I were dismissively going ahead of whatever she was going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on an average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hey man, that's the most realistic thing you could ever do. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Oh boy. Alright. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I didn't let her relent to her. I guess seeing her worried so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit. Even if she doesn't exaggerate everything inside of her head. Here we are. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and before you know it's over. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom where I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Well, I'm tired. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? That, well, you could come to my club, Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. her facial expression and her fingers, crazy. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest in one who was supposed the club inherit the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature has guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I was bringing a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make me promise you can't keep. If I can't tell if Sayori is really much of an airhead, or is she so cunning as to have planned all of this out? I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Hey, man. And all of us guys would agree that that is a good bargain to make. A good bargain to make. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, a new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. He glanced around the room. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, you look like my type. I like your hair color, ma'am. You look pretty. Okay. Sorry. Always nice. Says nice things about you. Thank you. I'm gonna say some nice things about you too, man. Sheesh. Seriously, you brought a boy? And who's this little asshole over here with your pink hair looking ass? I'm sorry. Way to kill the atmosphere. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I meant half of it. Just the front half. What a nice surprise. Welcome to Literature Club. Do I know you? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. She's pretty cute too with the green. Why is she staring at my soul? I'm not even. Okay, well she's okay, but they're all of them are kind of looking at me. Okay. Is full of incredibly cute girls. Yes, it is. What are you looking at? If you wanted to say something, say it. Your breasts are too small for me. Bye. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is supposedly Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small fingers make me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her. Okay, but whoops, I skipped on accident. Anywho, Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Okay, is Yuri the purple hair girl or the pink hair one? Oh, Yuri, okay. The one that just changed her expression. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Yes, I know Monica. Apparently. It's great to see you again. Monica smiles sweetly. Do we know each other? Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Beautiful and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little, you know, you too, Monica. Come to sit down. We made room for you at a table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. So sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Okay. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been winded so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs the wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take the seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table in tray of hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated with like little cats. That's a way to describe cupcakes. That makes me hungry. The whiskers are drawn with icing with little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Oh, that sounds so cute. So cute! I had no idea you were such a good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one and then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full as she has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She was waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing was sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard. Okay. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each other before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. Okay, that's nice. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea in reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the Ledger Club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I should tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll all make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Ledger Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Couldn't you you could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader in the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing, but the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather much be something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. That's nice. That's nice. Monica, you're a great person. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Wow, see, look, they all agree. They're all great. They're all perfect and kind of, I think. Yuri also nods agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people like in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it in that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the efforts to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Okay. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Yeah! I believe in all of you! Kind of. Everyone is asking. Oh, they're all looking at me. Okay. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's just where they're all delighted, so the idea of a new member joining. That I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Alex, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, I don't read at all. I'm illiterate. I don't read. No. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head certainly perked up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she kept quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change, I guess. What am I saying? I spoke about thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build up deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. It seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories that deepen psychological elements usually immerse as well. Isn't that amazing? Hey, thank you for the follow. Hey, we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Your own lack of imagination completely throw you for a loop. How am I? I'm doing good. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Desperately grasp something I can relate to a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been conversation with a rock. Really, I didn't expect have expected that, Yuri, for someone as gentle as you. How long have I been streaming? About 24 minutes so far. In total, I've streamed for about 2 years now. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or take me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you the idea? You left a piece of scrap behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud" and give that back. Fine. Your cut picks, your poems. Did you stream full time or just time? Right now it is like part time, but we'll see how that goes. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you just wrote your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Rude. That's very rude. I wanted to read. I don't like reading, but if a cute girl's gonna write a poem, I might want to read it. You never know. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident in writers yet. I understood how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing on oneself. You must be willing to open to your readers, exposing your vulnerability and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Or maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. You got a question? Go ahead, type in the chat. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Yes. What's your idea, Monica? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own, and then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. Oh, that sounds fun. I wanna. Can I join, ma'am? I wanna join. What level are you on in this game? And tell me about this game because I don't know anything about it. Okay, so this game is a supposedly dating simulator about literature. And it does it's a horror game, but it has like psychological horror in it, and it does obtain contents that are easily disturbing for others. So I just started the game not too long ago, so let's follow along together and see how this goes. But so far, that's all I know. It's a psychological horror game. It can easily disturb things. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us bond a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen our bond in the club. Isn't that right? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What is that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, bluntly come to what has been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, it may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. Oh my god, they're all staring at me. Oh god. I have 4 cute girls staring at me. What do I do, guys? Oh. But, I'm sorry, I thought... You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. So am I. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it, I'm right. If I'm writing poems, it's the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's little eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. That's very energetic, apparently. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for a cupcake, I would've been super pissed. Well, the cupcakes were the reason why I wanted to show up in the first place, and well, I'm just gonna continue on. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Yeah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. I look forward to seeing you on how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really express the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. Or impress, I meant. I really felt the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continued to chit-chat about as Yuri and Natsuki cleaning up their food. Hey, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walked home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. How's the weather in my area? It is fine. It is just getting a bit chilly. Do you take care of your health while streaming as well? I do, yes. Monica in the school? Yes, Monica. And it's with the C and not a, it's with the K, not a C. But, same. Get it, yeah. But yeah. Sure, I might as well. Yay! Alright, walking home with my best friend. That's also a girl. Nothing could happen. Probably. With that, the two of us depart the club room to make our way home. The whole way home, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Can you suggest something? Sure. I will be happy spending every day after school in a literature club. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I hope so. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I have been doing that actually. What you even suggested, I have been. This is a horror game, and this is the 9th horror game I played every day so far. I've streamed a horror game every day so far, and this is the 9th game I'm playing out of the 31. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Anyway, here we go, chat. We're gonna start writing a poem. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think favorite club members will like. Something that you might happen with whoever poems like the most. Cool. Look at all these nice words. Let's go. Vibrant. Yay. Sticky. Sticky. Oh. Cheeks. Bubbles. Twirl. Happiness. Clumsy. Bouncy. Awesome together. Anime. Yes, anime. Destiny. Yay. Doki Doki. Judgment, peaceful, marshmallow. Yes, I love marshmallow, but I'm gonna choose games. Yay. Massacre. Oh no. Death. Okay. Extreme depression. Candy. Lazy. So, suicide? Huh? Puppy. Yes, we'll do puppy. Yay. Hi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Uh-huh. Well, I'm back to Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else was already hanging out. Who made your model? If you follow me on Twitter or X, you want to call it, I have it up on there. You can go through my posts and you'll see who I shout out. But it was Emma's who made the model on Twitter. Thanks for keeping your promise. I would do anything for you, Yuri. You look pretty. We both wear purple. It's great, isn't it? I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't like us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who can't, who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Okay. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. I always forgive it is the best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. I am very dependable. Most of the time. Sometimes. Only when I'm told to or when I'm working. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Yes, you almost have, apparently. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and me can become good friends too? Sayori, As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. But wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it really was not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I was expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gestures from you would be a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well there. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so I could keep your attention. Even if you don't read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted to. This is how is a girl accidentally being so cute. That's what I'm saying. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica have been having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already birding the box. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh within the closet, which she seems to be annoyed by something. I approached her in case she needed a hand. You look for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. That's the point. In keeping your collection organized in something. Or if someone else is just gonna mess it up. Fair enough. Would you like to see your work? If you want, but I'm not gonna be commissioning anything. I don't need anything made right now. What's the point of keeping? I read that. Natsuki just size a bunch of stacked books in boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Am I on Discord? Yes, I have Discord. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. I'm gonna quickly save. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I saved that. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume in manga amidst the stacks of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Okay. Fair enough. Curious, I pull out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Uh-huh. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right out of the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one of the books missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I would definitely agree with that. I know that feel. I get closer to a look in the side of the box that she was admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. You're just gonna judge. You can't go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, isn't just judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Okay. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the volume of Perfect Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hand. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking anime feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the side of the ground next to her, signaling me to come sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I'd take a seat. Chairs wouldn't work. I couldn't read at the same time like that. That's why. Ah, I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. Say it like that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder with more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's the rare for the writing to be entertained through to make up for the lack of plot. So, that's why I didn't expect from this. Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You'd think I would enjoy something that didn't have plot. I mean, well, I guess I know what you were saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy in the ice cream shop. But that just helps, you know, to know the characters. Right. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they all get in their backstories and where some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It seems like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gave me a little shove. I meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, she pauses for a moment as if she didn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? You sent the artwork on Discord? Okay, I'll check it after stream though, okay? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the time I got this manga. Like, I would never get into anything because it's in manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressive. Ah. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, all of the hobbies to pick up from manga, that definitely is one for better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it. So who am I to judge? Oh, that's a different change. Interesting. Okay. We read for a few minutes. You're gonna tell me what kind of position I am in right now is not weird at all, huh? We read for a few moments. Okay. We finished up a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring you? For you? It's not. Even though you were watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something that you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a book series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Ah, sorry. Like, I could never get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find people who don't judge much less friends who you're into. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's probably accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it on my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Okay. Monica is cute though. You can't get mad at her for too long. Oh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it pays off at the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Aha! Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki pulls her fingers towards one of the panels. Irony is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it's especially bad when you shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Uh-huh. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if it's not used to sharing with her favorite manga with her friends, I can't understand why. It's hard to express in words and feelings you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide to the Natsuki for whom is a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready to show your poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Aha. Aha. As you can suddenly notice how close she got to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really don't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. If it would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start on the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I tried to get through this. Alright. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip Anorex. Man, I can't wait for the cute ending in this game. Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I think. I return to where I put my stuff carefully. It totally won't be horrifying at all. What do you mean by that? By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yes. Yes, I did. And I picked the words myself. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something this so embarrassing. I could really find some inspiration since I've never really done this before. Nothing, Lamal. Okay, okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Man. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really had done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Okay. Zari's on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from here, where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching out their bags. I do the same myself.